So hello, Rod Monty, welcome to my review of Juuni Taisen episode 8. First of all, what happened to the animation quality? This was so ugly. It was so ugly. I actually really liked this flashback. So that's why I say, like, don't turn off right away. I actually really liked it. I think the story was great. I think the writing was good and so on. The storyline was interesting. It was weird characters. It was an interesting storyline, right? An interesting storyline. But the animation quality was so horrid. And I was watching it right away, I was like, what's wrong with this guy? Like, why is there like aliasing on his body language? Why is like the black lines on the weird and the blonde director? Like, why is his face like super stiff? And the next scene is like very much more fluffy, right? Like it's fatter. And this scene, so the next scene is like very thin again, and it's like on his hair. In one scene, his hair is like very blocked, right? Like very squared, blocked. The next scene is more fluffy. It's like all of that thing as well. I was like, what is happening? Oh god, their eyes. Like the blushing of them, and oh god, it was like the animation was just changing how everyone's faces looked all the time, and the body language was much more, rigid and weird, and it's just, oh god, the animation was so bad this flashback. So anyway, no that's getting through, but that's off. Let's talk about the other scene. I just laughed out loud when I saw this scene. That was bad in the flashback. That was really bad. Was the scene when they opened the biometric door. Like it just made no sense. It just made no sense. It was like, they talked about earlier, like, oh, it's a biolock, we have to get through that. And of course, thinking like, well, either we need like his head, or we need his fingerprints. And you could imagine them like cutting off his arm, like taking an arm, or something like that. Or, forcing him to do it. So I was like, okay, they're letting him run away so he can open up the door. It makes sense, that's fine. But then he gets there, and one of them is sitting there in his table, like, oh, hello, bro. And just waiting for them to enter, right? And do you seem to kind of ignore him, which is also kind of weird? Like, you see this guy sitting next to you, next to this door, you're like, let's get to this door. It's like, kind of weird. And, of course, the whole thing is like, why would you escape into the bank vault? Because it's a bank vault, it is not actually like a panic room door. And yes, it might be hard to open and so on, but on the same time, it's kind of like, you can't survive in there, because it's a bank vault, right? You have gold in there and money. So if you open that door, you hide in there, he can just wait you out, because you will literally die from, having no food, right? So you will actually be open, and he can sit aside and use, and it's two of them. So one of them can get food, the other one guards the door, and then you will eventually open the door and you die, right? So it's like a really bad plan too. Like who can you call of that time? I mean, it's a bank vault, right? A panic room you can call also help and so on. That's a horrible place to escape to, and so it's just so weird. Like it felt like it really lacked scene. It really lacked a scene. And one of the brothers was like, open this door or I kill you. Or, I'm gonna murder you and your family, whatever, if you don't open this door. Like, that was needed there. He didn't there on the table like, oh, hello. And then he'd be like, open this door. Or, like that should have been said there. And then they'd be like, okay. And then open the door. Still, it's like they're trying to, like, jump into the room or something. Kind of, like, shove each other. And it's like, oh, I just freeze this door now. And it's like, did you not see him there? Like, that scene was so bad. I mean, the flashback again was good, but just that scene, it made no sense. That scene was just completely random. Yeah, it was so illogical on the behavior. Like, it's completely crazy. That was really bad. That was really, really bad. But otherwise, I think it was a good. I think it was a good flashback. Especially, I mean, they're kind of crazy, but I like the whole thing. They're kind of like Robin Hood, so they're like, oh no, let's give money to the poor from the money we gain, and then we get more money if we kill the people that we just gave money to. So let's do that, and let's give money to the poor again from the people that we killed them. I was like, yeah, but I liked it. It was the sickest, crazy storyline there. And they were like, oh, we get money, but then we just kill them. And I was like, oh, we get money, we get people. And then the company goes to kill them. I mean, give money to people, and then the priest killed them or something. It's like, whatever they pick money to, it never works out right. And it's just such a weird thing, like, they just give people money or assets. Usually they will get, rob or abuse or whatever, but other people, right? So mainly for their amusement, they will like, hey, here's $1 million, kid. Survive with this in the ghetto, right? And then the kid dies. Like, that's kind of how they're living. So it's like, man, these people are crazy. They're really, really twisted. But that scene was really crazy. So they give money so they can fix the boy's eyesight. And then he can see again. They go and kill his brother and the rest of his brother. And after they kill his brother, they return to the place, maybe for the courtroom thing, or maybe just because they're like crazy to like document people they killed. And they probably because the court thing, they go there and they give him more money. Like, here's some money, kid. It's like, what? It's for killing your brother. It's his life. Are you happy now? Happy now? So praying now? It's like, man, they are crazy. So the writing, I mean, the storyline was good, except the vaulting. That was weird. But the animation though was horrid. It wasn't even the same value of animation production value in like the courtrooms you talk about later and the kind of the flashback thing, yeah. So that was really weird. But anyway, to the courtroom scene now. I liked it. So it means they have some kind of system there between the different Juuni Taisen, the Zodiac members, right? And they are. So I guess this is not like a courtroom. It's not like an actual legal courtroom. I guess it has some own laws, but it's not like, the government. It's more like some kind of secret government with their own secret laws. Something like that, right? Because it's not like the obviously not a country government thing. It's more some kind of secret society thing. And they're like, oh, you're not allowed to take, clients from both sides that's cheating and so on. But I like how they played over there. It was like, well, but I took my client and I killed his goal, and my brother took the other client and killed his goal. We kill each other's, we kill each other's clients. But then you kill my own client, so it has to be fine, right? So I like the whole other thing. It's like, yeah. So it's like, oh, come on. But obviously they are pure evil, and like, no. It was a little weird that unfortunately we didn't see how he kind of argued for it, and they kind of went back and forth, evil or not. But we didn't actually see the judge's outcome, right? We knew that he escaped, and didn't get convicted for it, obviously. But we didn't see the reasoning why. So that was a little cheap out, though. There is like a 1 minute of like the judge, okay, this is why you're not, this is why you're innocent. Unfortunately. But generally it was interesting to see there. There's no system, right? You probably can't do too much, but they definitely can fight in different sides, I suppose. As you see with Monkey and Boar. She is kind of on the other side there, on her business there. It does feel kind of weird though, because we have Monkey as a pacifist. Does she care about these people? Or like everyone else is like, oh, I have to kill people for money and so on. She's like, oh, I'll try to make peace. It's like, that's okay by them? Because the rest are kind of evil, right? They have the evil system. She's like, I don't care. I'm just doing good stuff. Was that allowed? You can just do money on your own. It's kind of weird. And also because the brothers are crazy. So they're like, oh, we didn't even make any money. We just give all our money away. We just steal stuff because it's fun, and we kill people because it's fun. So it's also kind of weird. And what is the motivation? But yeah, I think it's a good flashback. But one thing though, it did not lead actually. He mentioned one thing though. I'm gonna use our or whatever. Like, I'm gonna eat you as ate your own listener. I'm gonna memorial you. So that's good. But the flashback in itself didn't really like lead into the present time. Unfortunately, I would say so. It was an interesting flashback. Definitely, I like the flashback. But some of the other flashbacks felt more like, okay, here we see how Chicken works, how she's a character, her powers, and then she's in the episode, she fights, and it kind of feels connected. Here's like, it's like a real long flashback, and then it's like, it kind of was like a world building flashback more. So it was still bad, but it felt like, I know the brothers are crazy now, but I don't really know like why his motivation is. Yeah, they didn't give us. I guess the problem there was that they're so crazy that they didn't really give us like a motivation of why they're doing X, Y, and Z. We just know that they're crazy, so it's kind of like, yeah, they really motivate us. Like, why would they join and so on? It's like whatever, they just want to party and kill people. So I guess, probably kill each other in one way, yeah. But anyway, we see the ending. We see Tiger Troy going for a jacket, so that's nice. Some more of Tiger plot, and I'm definitely guessing that Tiger and Ox is teaming up. He's like, oh, come on, girl, let's fight the Necromancer. And the great thing there with Ox is a very good fighter as a good returning character. We see him confirming that, okay, so I saw a horse body. He wasn't necromancer, and he was burned. So I'm guessing if you burn it, they can't be resurrected. So it's like the arms doesn't work anymore. So if you burn up the necromancer stuff, they can't resurrect them. And that feels very, I like it. It's very, very standard. It's like Supernatural on TV show I love. It's like if you burn it, it doesn't come back. It's like very classic. You burn the body, burn the corpse, it doesn't return. It's very, very classic. So I like it a lot. So anyway, I think it's a good episode. But again, the quality was like, the quality is bad. What happened? It's like budget cuts. It was like this flashback is whatever. And wasn't the last track also body right? But it was much better looking, right? Or at least maybe it wasn't noticeable. It's weird. Anyway, see you next week and have a great day.